All right, let's talk about script writing. But forget everything you think you know. Today, we're going to tear down all the old, outdated rules. See, in a world with endless content and attention spans that are, let's be honest, shorter than ever, the old way of telling a story just doesn't cut it anymore. So we're diving into a brand new framework, one that's built to grab your viewers from the very first second, and most importantly, never let them go. You remember that classic story arc from English class, right? The slow build-up, the rising action, the big climax? Well, I'm here to tell you, it's broken, at least for what we're doing. Viewers today just don't have the patience for a slow burn. They'll click away before you even get to the good stuff. The new way? It's all about immediate impact and just constant sustained value. You've got to hook them fast and then keep giving them a reason to stick around every single moment. Okay, so before you even think about opening up a blank document and typing that first word, there are two absolutely crucial steps you have to take. I'm telling you, getting this foundation right is what separates a script that basically writes itself from one that you just struggle with the entire time. And here's our roadmap for today. It's a simple 5-step process. First, we'll define the end goal. Second, create an overview. Third, craft that all-important intro hook. Fourth, build out the core content. And finally, number 5, stick the landing. So let's start right at the beginning. Step 1, define your end goal. Before anything else, you have to ask yourself 2 things. First, what is the one single message I want to deliver? And second, and this is just as important, how do I want my audience to feel when they're done watching? Do you want them to feel educated, entertained, maybe inspired? Whatever you decide, that becomes your North Star. It keeps every single word you write pointed in the right direction. Next up, you're going to create an overview. And look, this doesn't have to be fancy. We're talking a simple bulleted list of your main points. Think of this as your personal reality check. Is this enough good stuff to make a whole piece of content? Is any of it actually unique? If your points feel kind of weak at this stage, this is your chance to go do more research, not when you're already halfway through writing the script and realize you're stuck. We've got our foundation locked in. Now we move on to what is, without a doubt, the most critical part of your entire script. The first few seconds. That old school, slow-paced, hey guys, today we're going to talk about intro. It's a guaranteed way to lose your audience. We have to do things differently. So a modern intro really has 3 distinct jobs, and it has to get them done like immediately. Job number 1, confirm the topic within 5 to 7 seconds. The viewer needs to know instantly that they're in the right place. Job number 2, build some serious curiosity. You can tap into their fear of missing out or maybe the excitement of learning something totally new. And job number 3, set a crystal clear expectation. Let them know exactly what result or blueprint they're going to walk away with. And let's be really, really clear about the stakes here. The intro is everything. It's the gatekeeper. This is the exact moment where your viewer decides if the next 5, 10, maybe even 20 minutes of their life is worth spending with you. You have to win this moment. It's not optional. So, you did it. You landed the hook. That's awesome. But the job isn't done, not even close. Now you have to deliver on the promises you just made. And the real secret here is to deliver in a way that goes above and beyond their expectations. This, right here, is how you turn a casual, one-time viewer into a loyal fan. To really get this idea of unexpected value, let me paint a picture for you. Just imagine for a second that you went out and bought a lottery ticket. And the grand prize was advertised as a pretty respectable $100,000. You check your numbers and, no way, you actually won. So, you head down to the lottery office, you've got your winning ticket in hand, you're so excited. But when you get to the counter to claim your prize, they've got some surprising news for you. Turns out, the prize wasn't $100,000. It was actually $1 million. Now that feeling you'd have right there, that complete shock, that absolute delight, that is unexpected value. And that's the exact feeling we want to create for our audience. Now here's what's so interesting. If you look at how most videos are put together, they do the exact opposite. They front-load all their best information right at the beginning. So yeah, the value starts high, but then it just slowly bleeds out over time. And you know what drops right along with it? Viewer attention. But what if we flipped that on its head? This is what I like to call the trump card strategy. You save your single best, most unique, most valuable piece of information for the second half. What this does is it makes the audience feel like the value is constantly going up and up.
For a how-to video, for example, the trump card isn't the main steps. No, it's that one non-obvious, game-changing tip you drop near the end that makes all the difference. It's a powerful little psychological trick that keeps them glued to the screen.
And to keep that momentum going, here are a few more little tricks. Use rehooks between your main points. This is like hitting a reset button on their attention. Just pose a new question, like, okay, we figured out X, but what about the hidden problem of Y? Also, try breaking one big problem down into several smaller ones. It makes the viewer feel like they're getting a bunch of solutions for the price of one. And of course, always use relatable examples. It's how you connect on a human level.
All of this hard work now builds to our final, crucial step, sticking the landing. A weak, fizzle-out ending can honestly ruin all the great work you've just done. You need a conclusion that cements your message and leaves a really strong, lasting impression.
A really great outro has 3 key jobs to do. First, you've got to summarize your key takeaways, but in super simple, easy-to-remember terms. Second, you need to circle back and explicitly confirm that you delivered on the promise you made way back in the intro. And third, you need to provide a real feeling of completeness. You want the viewer to click away feeling satisfied and like their time was genuinely well spent. So let's just pull it all together one last time. Here's the framework. 1, define your end goal. 2, create an overview. 3, craft a killer intro hook. 4, deliver unexpected value with that trump card. And 5, stick the landing. This really is the new blueprint for writing scripts that people can't stop watching. And that brings us to the end. So, as you look at this whole process, from that first foundational step all the way to the conclusion, I'll leave you with one final question to think about. Which one of these steps, which part of your own script writing process, are you going to change first?